Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Joel Daniel, and in this channel we discuss all things love, marriage and parenting. I woke up in the middle of the night and asked myself, Joel, what have you just done? Starting a YouTube channel. You are a husband, a father, you've got a full-time job and a part-time job, you're a PhD student, a worship leader, and you've only recently accepted to volunteer for a local charity, and now a YouTube channel. It dawned on me also that the children are away in London for the Christmas break, and so there is a quiet house. And university is closed also for the Christmas break. But the very thought of talking about these three things, very dear to me, encouraged me not to shut down this YouTube channel. I've been overwhelmed by all the love that I've received barely a day after starting this channel. I've received 100+ WhatsApp messages encouraging me to keep on. And to all those of you who have subscribed to the channel, thank you for subscribing and thank you for your support. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I will encourage you to do that, because there's so much that we're going to be sharing here on this channel. Love, marriage, and parenting. These three topics are very important, at the same time very sensitive. Each one of us will have different views and different experiences when it comes to love, marriage and parenting. Indeed, we've all had influences of love, marriage and parenting from our upbringing. Depending on how and where you were raised, your ideas around love will be different from someone else. Depending on your experience in marriage or relationships, you might have a different perspective. And depending on how you were raised by your parents, you will have a different view on how to raise children. It may be that you are not a parent yet. It may be that you aren't married yet. But one thing that is common for all of us is the desire to love and be loved. And that is why I'm so excited about this channel. I believe that this journey of learning, this journey of growth around love, around marriage and around parenting will not only benefit you, my viewers, but will be of great benefit to myself as a person. It is said that love is the most misused and misunderstood word in our world today. Everyone deserves love. That is a very common saying. Indeed, as human beings, we are wired to love and to give love. There's so much discussion in society today about what love is. The dictionary defines love as an intense feeling of deep affection. And whereas this definition is apt, I have come to understand that it goes just beyond a mere feeling. It is a decision, it is a commitment that you make to someone to be with them. When I was walking down the aisle nearly 7 years ago to marry the love of my life, I knew I wanted to love this woman. I knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. But what I didn't know was that I needed to make that commitment and that decision every single day. Do we ever run out of love? I think that we cultivate love every day in our relationships. I needed to make that decision every single day to love her, even when she annoys me. I needed to love her, even when we don't agree on certain things. I needed to love her, even when we have arguments. Unfortunately, most people today only consider that definition of love bordered on feeling. And that is why we have so many people struggling in their relationships today. The decision and the commitment is what will test you when that feeling wanes off. Indeed, love is a two-way affair. It takes two willing and committed people to make a loving relationship work. Many of the relationship problems and issues that people face today are as a result of one person stepping away from loving and another person trying their best to bring this person back into this loving relationship. It can be very difficult to be in a situation where the initial feeling of affection feels lost. How do you rekindle that? How do you get that back going? I have seen so many relationships which started off very loving struggle to sustain that love. Two people, two good people being at each other's throats. Two people who loved each other to the moon and back, unable to sustain a conversation without fighting. And what is the cause of that? There may be various different factors that impacts or that influences the issues that arise in relationships. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend to have answers to why people fall out of love in their relationships. Are you at that point in your relationship where you feel that the love is lost? Are you at that point in your relationship where you feel that you are at your wit's end and there's nothing you can do to save that relationship? I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I have the answers. But I want to share with you something I learned some time ago from Dr. Miles Monroe of blessed memory. He made a point that every situation that you find yourself in, there are three things that you need to do. First, you need to seek for knowledge. You need to seek for knowledge. And by seeking for knowledge, you're looking for information. The situation that you find yourself in is not new to mankind. You are not the first person to ever be in that situation. What that means is that others have been in that situation and probably have gone through that situation. So the first thing that you need to do is to start looking for information. Start seeking knowledge on that issue. What do you need to know about the situation you find yourself in? What is out there? What have people written about in relation to that issue? What have people recorded YouTube videos like this about? What of others who have experienced such situations said or shared? What does a senior or what does a more experienced person have to say about that situation you are? And in a world where there's so much information out there, it can be very difficult for you to know what is the right information for you to apply to your situation. And that is why the next thing is understanding. It is not just okay to go get information to help you solve your problem. It is about understanding the information that you've gotten. Because it's not all the information that you're going to get that is going to be relevant to you. So you need to understand what the information is. You need to think about it in relation to your specific situation. And that is why understanding is important. To be able to bring this home to yourself. Think it through on what the issues are and what you need to do. It is after you've gained knowledge and understood that knowledge that you need to apply that to your situation. And that's where wisdom comes in. And so, whereas we said knowledge is power, knowledge actually is potential power, only applied when it is understood within the context of your own situation and applied in your situation. Today, I just want you to think and reflect about where you are in your relationship. If your relationship is all good and happy, that is fantastic. But I want you to know that it can even be better. Are you going to seek for information to make it better? Are you going to understand that information and then apply it to your own relationship to make it better? Or are you currently struggling in your relationship? Are you willing to seek information? Are you willing to seek for knowledge? Are you willing to read that book? Are you willing to attend that seminar? Are you willing to speak to that coach? Will you take that next step of gaining understanding, bringing it all home, internalizing it, and reflecting on it in relation to your own circumstance? And ultimately, are you willing to apply that knowledge in your situation? It would have been brilliant, wouldn't it? If all you do is to seek for knowledge, understand knowledge, and apply knowledge to get the results that you want. But the reality in life is, there are times that we do all of this and things are not working. That person probably doesn't want to love you back. That man is probably asking for a divorce. That woman is probably moved out of the home now. But what I want to say to you is that do not lose hope. It is when hope is lost that all is lost. I would encourage you, if you are in a situation where you're struggling with your relationship, to go through this process all over again with hope that things will be better. And if you're a person of faith, like myself, pray. Don't stop praying, because prayer changes all things. Till I come your way again with another video, please, if you love this content, please subscribe and hit the notification icon so that you'll be first to get notified when I upload new content. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.